I'm Tosin Alimi. Today I will be sharing 10 ways by which you can change your mood almost instantly. It is normal for us to have emotions that are difficult. We can be sad, we can be angry, we can be frustrated, things like that. These 10 ways will help us in managing our states, managing our emotions, and of course, getting into better ones. I was one of those who used to have very helpful in my own mind ways by which to make myself happy when I felt bad or down. One of them was, of course, taking very delicious ice cream. And I'm sure I have a lot of partners there that can say, yay, yay, amen, sister. Especially when the ice cream is really good. Like, it solves all your problems. Whew. Yeah, that's not one of the tips today anyway, because I gave up on ice cream. That was one day I was feeling really bad, and then I went for my usual ice cream, and it was working. Ice cream was good until I got to the last scoop, and then the tears, they wouldn't stop flowing. Okay, that's when I gave up on ice cream. It won't work again. And of course, it's helpful for me to stay fit. So we can't cry over that spilled milk. First one on my list is listening to really jamming music. Emphasis on jamming music. Like, you cannot be sad and then pick on a really nice danceable music that you will not move to. That, when you're sad, you need something to ease you up. You need something to lighten your mood. You need something to get you out of that state. So some really good party music will be helpful. Please don't do any sad songs except you want to cry me a river. Stick with happy, lively, go-lucky, danceable music, and trust me, you're well on your way to changing your mood. And of course, dropping 1 or 2 steps. That's my number one option. For me, give me wanna be a billionaire. We are mood change activated. Mood change activated. Mood change activated. Next one is to let your emotions flow. I know most of you are not expecting that because you do not understand why you should feel this way in the first place. But like I say most of the time, your emotions have a purpose. You feel sad for a certain reason. You feel angry for a certain reason. You feel frustrated because of something. Your emotions are trying to pass a message to you. So if you just feel the emotions, if you feel angry but do not sing, that may just help. Like, if you need to cry, just cry it out in a quiet space. Yeah, but really, you can either just allow yourself feel what you're feeling, but know that you're going to come out of this. You have come out of this in the past, and you will come out of it now. Third suggestion will be for you to move. If you check the word emotion, apart from E, the rest is motion. Motion. Meaning that most of our emotions as a result of our motion, as in we are movements. There's a particular way you move when you're sad. There's a particular way you move when you're angry. There's a particular way you move when you're feeling down. When you're feeling down, I don't even know if you move. But then when you're feeling energetic and excited and ready to go, motivated, happy, you move in a different way. And then knowing that you move differently for different emotions, how about you use reverse psychology? You're feeling sad. Why don't you initiate your movements so that you can feel happy? Genius, right? So basically, try to move. If you need to exercise, if you need to go for a walk, if you need to go for some boxing rounds, if you need to go for a swim, whatever, move from that position. Don't take the mold of whatever emotion you're feeling. What way by which you can change your mood almost immediately is by meditating. Especially if you are in a very frantic state, you're having a panic attack, or you're just finding you're in a state of overwhelm. Meditating helps. Meditation is said to be an advanced form of breathing. So it's not like some mumbo jumbo hum kind of thing. It's as simple as breathing. Can you breathe? Yes. Then you can meditate. When you feel panicked, when you feel in a state of frenzy, when you feel like there's too much happening, you need to pause. Meditation helps you do that. You get into a quiet position where you won't be easily distracted. Sit down. You don't have to cross your legs. No theatrics needed. Just sit down, make sure your feet is touching the ground, and then you breathe in and out. Depending on how fast you were breathing before you actually needed to meditate, you might need to hold your in breath for a longer time before you exhale, like 4 seconds in between. But really, meditation is a game changer, especially if you're looking to be able to improve your patience levels and to be able to manage your own emotions in the long run. I've been meditating for quite some time, and I noticed that I'm able to pause longer before I respond to things that are happening around me. Before it was impulse, but now we think. One of the simplest ways to declutter your mind is actually to journal, and it's also a great way to change your mood. You're feeling sad, write about it. You're feeling angry, write about it. You're even happy. I don't want you to move from happy to sad though, but you can write about how you feel so you can really understand things that make you happy, things that are triggering you. These things help you understand your emotions. You don't have to wait for something external to tell you how you feel. You would know. Sometimes I'm writing in my journal and I just move from being annoyed or frustrated to being grateful. Like, this is what happened, and then something pops up in my mind and I'm like, but I thank God that, that's how we switch mode. So sometimes it does help to actually write how you feel down. Putting it in your head is taking up space because your head is going to be doing a lot of things. So if you want to change your state quite quickly, one of the best ways to do it is to journal. And thank God we're in the 21st century. You don't need our fancy journals and pens to write a journal. You could just pick your phone, notepad, and type away your sorrows and end up with some smiles. The thing you can do to change your mood is to change your scenery. If you've been used to working from home, work from outside the home. You know, if you're indoors, take a walk outside. Nature does have a good effect on you as well when you're outside. Not in the sun though, but you know what I mean. Really changing your environment at that point in time can. I have a very beautiful point for number 7, and it is very simple. It is to smile. Now, it is very beautiful to smile, and I am smiling. But when you are upset or when you are sad, smiling is not one of the things on your list. And I mean, just you're frowning and somebody tells you to smile. What is it? Are you my smile? Please. But really, it is also a very good way to quickly change your state. If you can get yourself to smile, make that smile a laugh. You know, one of the things I said earlier is you studying your emotions and understanding what works for you. I know someone who watches a lot of comedy. You just hear him laughing and laughing and laughing. If I know that comedy makes me laugh and I'm super upset and I need to quickly get out of that state like now, I will get myself to laugh. Whether it's through a movie, whether it's through one of our very good comedians, I will intentionally go out and look for that laughter and maximize it. So starting with a smile and then a hearty laughter would help change your mood almost instantly. And we're almost at the end of it. The 8th thing you can do to change your mood instantly is to say a word of prayer. I would have likened this to point number 2, which says you should pour out your emotions, but it also means different things for different people. You can pray about the situation you're feeling, how you're feeling. I find out when I'm down, it's easier for me to pray. Maybe because he that is down needs fear no fall. But prayer is one of the things you can do when you feel down to help change your mood. The next thing you can do to change your mood instantly or almost instantly is swimming. I know I mentioned for you to move, But I was just at the pool the other day and a lady was there, and only her on her own, she was like, man, this is one of the most therapeutic things ever. Like, especially here where we have so much hustle and bustle. Being under the water is being in another world on its own. It is such a relief. You don't even need to know how to swim. You just need to be there to enjoy the flow. It is really, really beautiful. I'm assuming that you either have a pool in your compound or it's not a far distance for you to get to a pool. Trust me, swimming is really, really a great way to change your mood. This point I have is to speak to someone. Now, speaking to people when you're feeling sad or down is really helpful. You may be wondering, so if it's that helpful, why did I not put it up top on the list? Whilst this list is in no particular order, I also did not put this at the top of the list because there are times when the people that you rely on are not available, not just physically, also emotionally. I've had a time where I called one of my friends. He was out of town. I called the other one. She was in a meeting. She would call me later. I called the last one. She didn't pick. And you know how emotions are when you are in that moment. You need someone to be able to respond and give you the amount of time that you need to get out of that state. Not everybody will be able to give you that amount of time, give you the time and patience that you need because they might genuinely be unavailable. So please take note of all those points and use them, whilst also knowing that you can speak to someone who really cares about you and someone who really understands you when you feel down, when you need to change your mood, when you just need to vent. But you also need to let them know which one you're doing them, because sometimes people just like to fix things. If you don't need them to come up with a solution, you just want to vent, say, guy, just quiet please, just stop, don't say anything, just let me talk, express yourself. But if you need them to contribute and you say, so what do you have to say about it? We have to be clear, people want to help, but sometimes we just want to get it out of our system. So speaking to someone really would help, but make sure that is not your first point of call, except you're sure the person is available emotionally to be able to attend to your needs. Of course, there's so many other ways by which you can change your mood, change your state, move from negative to positive, and there are some I'm sure I haven't even tried. So I would love to hear what types of suggestions you have, how you change your own mood when you are angry, when you are sad, when you're bored. Please, please, please do share in the comment section. And if you've done any of all that I've mentioned and they've worked for you, or they haven't even worked for you, please also do let us know in the comment section. Ice cream because I want to have ice cream, not because I need to solve an emotional problem. It's been nice having you. I would love you to subscribe to my channel and to turn on post notifications so you are aware whenever I drop a new video. Do have a great week.